Alright, what's up Dragon Brood? Today I'm going to be playing a Simic Artifact deck, and I've been seeing this going around and some creators have had a lot of success with it. I've seen it a lot on the ladder, so I'm just wondering if this deck's as good as advertised. Today, we're going to find out. So a quick shout out to Kevin Pratt, our latest YouTube member. If you want to support the channel and get to be part of deciding what's going to be on the channel and getting extra content, you can just hit that join button down below. It's actually really cool. And I kind of want to give a shout out because I believe Ash Lizzle was the first creator who came up with this that started popularizing it. Hopping into this list, we're going to be playing Spyglass Siren because one, it's a flyer, two, it makes a treasure, which happens to be an artifact. And that's important because we're playing stuff like Teething Wormlet, who loves all your cards either having artifacts, making artifacts, or being artifacts. And speaking of being an artifact, we have Ginger Brute, which is great because if you can get this big enough, you can make it unblockable, which is kind of nice. And we're going to be playing Subterranean Schooner because this card is showing up in so many deck lists. If you're able to be remotely aggro and have access to blue, this is showing up in those lists. This card is super good. It also plays a couple of Surge Engine, which is pretty nice. Again, something you can make unblockable, which is great. And Tough Cookie, because it makes itself as an artifact and creates an artifact, but also can make that artifact a 4/4, which is awesome. And then we have Nikanzel, Current Conductor, because you're going to have some things that are going to be able to explore, partly because you're getting all of those maps. This is actually pretty good for just getting some counters and getting some extra lands in play. A reminder, don't forget, hit up the channel sponsor over at CoolStuffInc.com. They have tons of stuff in stock for Magic. If you want to get D&D, Pokemon, whatever, they got you covered. And you can save 5% on your purchase by using code DRAGON at checkout. So be sure to check them out over at Cool Stuff Inc., where they always have cool stuff in stock. But more on this deck. You do also get to play Sentinel of the Nameless City, which is a card that I've really enjoyed. And again, it comes into play and it attacks, it makes a treasure. So you kind of see where all this stacks up. And then those maps also give you the Explorer, which is great. And Subterranean Schooner is also exploring as well. But another card I actually really want to play this deck for is Zoetic Glyph. Not just because it turns something into a 5/4, because that's really great to have an additional attacker. It's actually because if your board gets swept, this goes away and you still get to discover 3. And since everything in our deck costs less than 3, well, we still get something on the board after a sweeper, and that's pretty cool. And then we're going to play Agatha's Soul Cauldron, which this is kind of like the key card that makes me think it was Ash Lizzle's deck first, because I think she's played like 10 decks already that have Soul Cauldron in them. But yeah, this is actually pretty cool. Again, pumping our creatures, letting us get abilities of our other stuff. Just in general, really good. And to round things out, we're going to be playing some Disruption Protocol because, well, we get to counter stuff and we have a lot of artifacts, so why not? But we'll maybe do some updates or not. If you want the full deck list, it'll be at the end of the video. Or you can just download it in the description below. And it'll take you to our Moxfield link, so you can get this deck list and a bunch of other stuff you can play with in Standard. For now, though, let's go play some games and see if this deck really is as good as advertised. Okay. You know what? Let's keep this. Because even if we don't get an untapped blue mana on turn 2, we could still play a Ginger Brute with haste, and that's fine. So we'll get to attack with a 2/2 and a 1/1. I mean, unless they play something to block it here, but they are not. Though we did get this. So now things are a bit more interesting. I'm going to take a point and do this. And then attack. And then I could play Ginger Brute through the Schooner and attack. Like, that's an option. Oh, they put it on human. That's not where I thought this match was going at all. I'm definitely playing this. I'm just wondering. No, you know what? If I do this. Also, thank you, Arena. I got to give some credit where it's due. The auto tapper actually understood what needed to be happening this turn, no matter which card I highlighted there, which is nice. All right. We're going to go ahead and crew here. And try to attack. I'm probably going to lose something here. Yeah, there's a get lost. That makes sense. We'll get some extra life from our triggers there. And still get to attack. Alright, opponent's at 14. Another Schooner, huh? Alright, I guess we try one of these. Just to see what happens. All right, and let's try to put one on a flyer. I mean, if worst case scenario, say we find a land, that's fine. Don't know if I need to. I mean, we can wait. All right, we're gonna attack. That's 6. Unless they have something for the wormlet too, which they might. That's unfortunate, but okay. You got it. Opponent's at 12. So this is some type of, like, they put a land on human, but then have just played a bunch of removal. I don't know what that means right now. I'm assuming, if anything, it means they're wanting to get rid of a lot of things. So let's go ahead and go here. And then let's crew here. And try to attack. I'm assuming I'm losing a schooner here. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay, we'll attack for 6. Nope, maybe we're not attacking. It's probably another march. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, at least we get to discover. So that's not bad. And we'll still attack for 1. So keeping the pressure up here. Alright, they're gonna virtue a tough good. What kind of, why would you put that on human and then just play literally 5 removal cards? Like, that does, I don't even know what that could possibly mean here. I mean, do we even bother I mean, I guess we play this? Like, why not? Can't think of a good reason not to here. Alright, well, more lands. Alright, end the turn. I mean, they've effectively tried to deal with every threat we've played, so, I mean, is what it is. Alright, well, I'm going to assume their hand has more removal. And we will just slowly work our way through it. I was like, come on, at some point we're going to not draw land off those, right? I mean, I guess we don't have to. There's no rule that says that has to be the case, but man. Jeez! Oh, that's brutal. That's just brutal. Alright. Let's go ahead and make this work and attack. Go ahead and through this. Try to attack. Let's see what removal card it is this time. I mean, I guess I can stay since I have a Merrick's. Alright, so I get to remove something that's 5. Yep, sure. Makes sense. Alright, opponent's at 7. Alright, you gotta depopulate. Sounds good. I'm going to sacrifice. We're going to attack these with this. Opponent goes to 2. We're going to play this and this. We can try to set up damage if we have to. Yeah, I don't know what their deck does. It's literally just been... Okay, they're going to get removal and draw a card? It's got to be game then, right? Well, I mean, I guess not technically, because I don't have a... Actually, this needs 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I'm going to be 1 short. That is unfortunate. I mean, I guess so. If you got something, you got something. I mean, you've had everything else. I guess it's another march. Yeah, exactly. Like, what are we going to do? Okay. Gonna gain life with another virtue? Probably. I mean, do what you gotta do to stay alive. I ain't gonna fault you for it. Hey, and then we top deck a Gingerbrute. That just gets it done all by itself. A final point from the Gingerbrute. That's how it should be. Real talk, I don't know what this deck was our opponent played. It's literally 5 colors. They had a cavern that they put on human, never cast a human, and literally played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 because they still had the Virtue exiled. They played 7 removal cards, 2 of which were sweepers. Drew a card by putting everything back in. Actually, I guess there was more than that because they shuffled some back in, so they must have played like 10. Guess we'll keep it. Gonna just play that tap, so I have some options next turn. Okay, we'll play this first. And this second. Ah, here comes a cut down. Oh well. At least we got to keep the flyer, I suppose. That's something. I guess I could have went with Schooner there first as well, and then maybe be able to attack with the Schooner next turn and see what's up. Alright, well, we're going to lose the Siren, because that's how that always goes. Go here with this. And they're playing some type of Reanimator? Maybe? It looks like a Descend deck, though. Whale of the Forgotten. There are 8 or more things, otherwise you look at the top and put one of them in your hand, the rest in the graveyard. The Descend count is at 5, it looks like. Let's play a Schooner. Let's try to boost this up. Well, that wasn't successful. And the turn. Yep, you got it. Don't have to pay for it, though, so that's good. Heart Stabber. Does that thing have just flying? Oh, it gets Death Touch if they've met their goal, but they are not at the goal. So we will continue forging ahead, as they say. Let's go with this. Root up. Back. That's not a bad card to have up there. Alright. I think I want to play the other Schooner here. And we will crack this just to pump that, since we already know. But this opens up a possibility of, like, if they get rid of our engine, then we could just play Tough Cookie and pump a creature. Alright, we have to discard a card. They're going to make us mill. That's fine. What you got going on? Nothing, apparently. So we can Tough Cookie. Do they want to kill our Tough Cookie? Looks like not. Alright, so we're going to turn this into a 4/4. Would you like to kill the Tough Cookie now? Would you like to kill this? Alright, opponent says no. They saw the writing on the wall. So yeah, the plan here was I was just going to crew both of these and attack for 3, 6, 10. So opponent would be at 7. Only real downside is I don't know what other removal they had or they could have played. So we could have been left with just attacking with our Vine Stalk and having to find something for the Schooners. But that would have been fine if the opponent was already at 7. Okay, we're going to rock and roll with this. Early pressure. Get the beats in with that Gingerbrute. Hey, looks like you still ain't blocking a Gingerbrute. We're good with that. Oh, that could be good in this fight. Still attacking. Yep, I'm blocking. You can have whatever cards you need to have. Don't care. I mean, you're probably taking the squee, I imagine. Yeah, I was gonna say, wouldn't make sense really to take something else there. Attacking. Alright, you have a squee. I bet you're not attacking, though. They aren't. Alright, so now it's a little bit of decision time, but I think I'm just going to crack this, see if we can pump this up. We did not, so I will play this, though. And we'll attack. Alright, end the turn. What was it? 14. We're getting close. Alright, you have an adversary. And a Phoenix chick. Sure. Alright, so this is probably they have a Rage, right? Rage is going to make that a 5, if our math is right. Man, why couldn't you have put one counter? Just one counter on this Sentinel Nameless race deck. We take 2, 3, 4, 5. We take no trample. I mean, sure. I mean, we know what's coming, but we kind of just let them do it, I guess. Block here. And then if they rage, Squee's going to die anyway, so then we'll probably just save Gingerbread. Yeah, that's the plan. Alright. So we take one trample there, but we eliminate some damage over the next couple turns, which is obviously much better. Then we can play a glyph on... I don't want to play it on a food. I think I'm just going to put it on a map. And then pass? Like, how can I lose from here is what I'm thinking about. Like, what's the worst thing that happens? I don't know if I could outrace them from here, so I'm going to pass. It's a little crazy. Maybe I could. I don't know. Well, now you're going to at least force me to try. I'm going to remove your Squee. They're going to have to waste a second removal card on it. Yep, that'll do it. Shame concede. Yeah, this seems solid. I was just like staring at it for a second, trying to figure out what order I wanted to do things. But yeah, this seems cool. Man, you know what's funny? I was just thinking about the schooner, and just this past week, I watched Step Brothers. And man, the part with like boats and hoes, like so funny. Like still, like it's ignorant. Don't get me wrong. Like it's dumb, but it's funny. You know what I mean? Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna block here. Like, what else am I doing? Like, what else am I signing up for here, you know? I could have played a Surge Engine there, but that's not really here nor there. Alright, we're gonna play this. And play this. And pass? Actually, maybe not. Maybe I'm just attacking for 1 here. Yeah. I think that's what I want to do. There's a chance I could have, like, double blocked. Nah, not really. I would have just traded. Yeah, it's fine. I'm going to lose my schooner to a pump spell, but that's okay. Or a burn spell. But that's what it's here for. Alright. Show me your rage. You got it. The thing is, though, if we're making them waste this many resources, and we can still be at 15, I'm totally accepting of that. No attacks. We're not in beatdown mode. We missed too many lands here, so I gotta take a break for a second. I mean, same thing. If you got it, you got it. I mean, you get to look at extra cards here, but whatever. I mean, if you have another rage, so be it. You get to look at 3 cards, and I'll take 2 trample. Or 1 trample, actually. Looks like that's not going to be the case, though. They're going to look for a burn spell, probably. which they found a Godric and another Felton. So Godric, and do you have a play with fire? They do not. Okay. Well, that changes the narrative a little bit. I mean, let's crew this. I mean, we're trying to do this all on 2 land. Oh, that's extra life, but we can't. I mean, I need mana to do it. I need blue mana particularly, would be nice. All right, and we're probably going to get hit for like 6 here, possibly. If they go cheap creature, attack with Godric Pump. Like, that would be super unfortunate. I mean, I'm willing to chump block here. That's fine. Not worth the cost of doing business otherwise there. Through the schooner. Attack. How is there no lands there? Come, like, so funny how I had other games where just like every explore was lands, and now I've had like 3 in a row or whatever that aren't when we desperately need it. Gonna kill that too. All right, they get to connect this time. So we go to 12. This is the best case scenario though, really, all things considered. Like, we cannot complain about this, you know? Making some food. Attacking for 3. That can stay up, actually, I think. Because now we get the option. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, we're going to keep this. This seems fine. All right. See what we can do with the Wormlet. Oh, Wormlet may not be long for this world. Yep, there's a Dennick. Okay. So knowing what we know, I guess we go ahead and just play a schooner. Pass the turn. And then we find some way to try to race here. I was just thinking, like, even if they'd have played like a Rafine there, we could have still blocked effectively. They'd have gained some life, but that would have been okay. They're going to map to see another Spyglass Siren. Interesting. Opponent did not do anything there. Okay, we take our turn. Okay, that's interesting. That's an option. I think we do this since this is an efficient use of our mana here. And then try to figure out, like, are we attacking with the schooner just gives us the ability to explore, and that's not that good. We'll just pass. Plus, knowing that we could have a 4/4 Wormlet next turn anyway. Wedding announcement. A little annoying, but we could live with that. Like, we could have done much worse. Oh, and another Wormlet. Okay. Now we're talking about something here. We can go Wormlet through this. Try to grow this just to be a nuisance to the opponent. That's fine. That works for us. Then we'll rage. I mean, not rage. What did I say? Rage. Brute. I was thinking about those mono red matchups. And then this is going to get us artifacts next turn anyway, so we don't even need to sit on this. And then we go to attack with this, this, and this. All quality attacks and gaining a bunch of life along the way. Also, getting to put the +1 because we already know what's up there. Wow, opponent's like, F you, dog, we want this dead. How big is I have that as a 4? Yeah, just a 4. So we get to kill Dennick. That's fine. Sure. We're good with that. My opponent took a big hit there, so we can live with the options. Tapland says I can't cast Dinnick here. So, we can make this a 5 and attack with everything, which would still grow the wormlets because of the trigger from the Sentinel. I kind of like that. Let's do that. And if they want to play another Iganjo or something here, so be it. Do what you will. Destroy evil. Same difference. Yep. And opponent's just going to take the rest? Wow. Okay. That was the thing I didn't think was going to happen. I'm just debating if I want to crack this map or not right now. I guess they're going to play a sweeper or something? But even no, they're not, because they would have blocked. Yeah, that's weird. Oh, Cave Bat, sure. You know what's in our hands. That's fine. They do get to gain a life, though, so that's relevant when they block. Rafine, you are a little late to the party there. Oh, well, so was my counterspell, so, you know, touche. Spyglass Siren. Do I care about that since they can play the Dinnick? Probably not. Nah, probably. Well, hold on. Because we can counter the Dinnick, too. Not if we play that this turn, though. Ah, that kind of sucks. Alright, we'll put that in the yard, I guess. Might not be the best play, but we'll see. I mean, opponent has a lot of blocking to do here anyway. But they can gain 2 at least. So there's that. But they don't want to give us a card back, so whole different problem. Okay, end the turn. Save our disruption protocol for a potential blocker. Well, this kind of sucks because I have to use this anyway. I can just pay the one. It doesn't really matter here. All right. I mean, the issue is, like, if I don't use it, it's going to end up there anyway, and they're going to gain life with the blockers. So, I mean, I might as well. All right. So you're going to gain 3? Nope, you're going to gain 2. And then just die. All right. Works for me. Yeah, attacking was not the move there. Okay. We can play Brute into Surge Engine into nothing. We'll keep it. I don't know if that's the way I want to go. I think I'm just going to play Surge Engine on 2 and wait. Might be one of those games where we want to sit on a Ginger Brute till later. Alright, they didn't have any cheap removal, so that is good. That, however, may not be good for us. We'll see. What do we do with this? I'm gonna pass. See if there's a 6/6 we get to stop here. Because I really didn't have a plan in my head with no flyers or no big death-touching wormlet. How I was going to get past the 6/6. So this was a little bit concerning. Yeah, that happens. I don't think that's worth fighting over. Not really, anyway. Sure. Oh. What? Wait, what are they... Huh? What's even happening right now? And they didn't even keep the dude? Okay, now I'm just confused. I for real don't know what my opponent's doing right now. This is amusing to no end. Let's just see what we got. Alright, Wormlet, you're good. We're gonna need that life for real. Yeah, bruh, I have no idea. I'm just gonna assume the opponent's just... This is one where I just clap my hands and say, you got it. Like, I don't even know what's happening right now. Just respect for having it. Like, that's all I can say. I got nothing. I played around... I don't even know what that deck is. I played around stuff that's obviously not existent. Yeah. Attacking with just this, I guess. Okay. In the turn. Maybe there's some world where I get like a 5/5 unblockable brute and then at some point can gain enough life and get out of trouble. Like, I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna stop that. Auto pay, we go to 13, which means we're gonna go down. We're gonna take 7, go down to 6. And then struggle is the only real answer there. No blocks. All right, we're at 6. What else you got? We're at 5. All right, this isn't the worst case scenario, but it's not anywhere near the best case either. Though we ended up with Death Touch on a Wormlet here. We can't kill the opponent by any stretch, no matter how we do it. So, can't even really get that in our head. But, if we were to use that on one of these... I mean, we're not doing much else. Let's just see if this even works to start with. Another Sentinel, huh? I almost want to land more than I want a Sentinel, so sure. I don't think we could get away with attacking with Wormlet here and somehow not die. Because that's going to be a 9 next turn. I mean, I guess maybe we could, but we're only at 6. So it does get a little bit dangerous if they have something with haste, but I think I'm willing to gamble that here. Oh, that's true. We do get to gain another point. So we are at 7. That counts for something. We'll kill both. Opponent. Oh, do you not know how this works? They might just have another Ixalan, though. But, whatever. Alright. Both of them gone. So if the Ixalan are here, this becomes a 10. Yeah, that's what I thought. So the question now is, if we chump block, can we kill the opponent? Yes, if there's a spell on top of our library. Actually, no. We just do this. Well, if we block with everything... Hold on. If we block with everything, we kill that. We don't even need to block with everything, actually. We just need to block with the bigger one? No. I mean, I guess it depends on how much we want to gamble. Right? Like, do they have, like, a giant growth? If so, we're dead if we block with just one thing. If there's a land on top, we just kill them with the Ginger Brute, right? Because we just make them unblockable, put a thing, boom. But I think we do this, and they're going to leave us with the Ginger Brute anyway. That's my idea. All right. So that's exactly what happened. Okay. Here we go. This is for all the marbles. Oh no, I wouldn't have enough anyway. Yeah, I wouldn't have enough regardless. So I'm just going to play this. This comes into play as a 2. They put 3 on it as 5, 6, 7. That's no good. No attacks. Dang it. Because if they even had like a play with fire or something, we'd have been toast. We couldn't do that. All right, but we win anyway. Wow, that was a crazy finish. Like, I really thought, like, I'm just going to chump block if we get the option, and then just try 3 times, I guess, to make this into a 6 and see if we can get it unblockable. But the interesting, look at this opponent's deck, though. Like, it was dinosaurs, humans, merfolk, vampires. And this doesn't look like something somebody just threw together. There's logic here. I don't know what it is, but there's logic here, wanting to play enough dinosaurs that you can use Insquith along with the Belligerent Yearling, but also playing Alana and Elena. Like, this is... Sometimes people are just going deep, but this is interesting. I wish I could have seen more of the deck, honestly. We go for sure. I mean, we play one of these on turn 2, and then we just see what happens from there. Lots of Spyglass Sirens around the interwebs these days. Yeah, we'll go with this. All right. 19. I mean, sure. Why not? You kill it, you kill it. I mean, what else am I going to do? Like, if you got it, you got it. Spyglass Siren. Oh, they don't want us to have that? Nope, they want to kill it now. Hey, at least we got our 3 damage in with it. Actually, I guess we got 5 damage worth. Really, depending on how you look at it. I could have played Ginger Brute first and tried to attack, so that would have been smarter, honestly, there. That was just a missed point, unfortunately. Oh, well, you got to take my Zoetic Glyph. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you want Tough Cookie, but I'm pretty sure you want the Zoetic Glyph. Otherwise, I'm tagging with the big unblockable Brute. You don't want that. Yep. Their map did not work. Ooh, we found another Merrick's. Does that make a difference? Probably not. But we're going to make this unblockable. Actually, you know what? Let's go up top first. Oh, you are interesting, especially since we have these Merrick's hanging out. That's something. Let's make this unblockable. And we're going to attack. And I'm going to go ahead and play this. So even if I don't want to do anything else, I could just Wormlet, attack with a 4/4, then start making some Merrick's tokens or something. Yep. I mean, if you ain't blocking, you might as well be attacking. I mean, that's real. Let's turn this into a 4/4. Make this dude unblockable. And then let you, I guess, Wandering Emperor? I don't know what they're going to play here. That would make sense. Oh, Malcolm. That also tracks if they're playing a bunch of flyers, I guess. And a removal card? Oh, Iganjo. Yeah, sure. What you got? All right, they're saying nope. They're just going to take it and go to 6. Okay. Now, can we get an untapped land? That would be awesome. Being able to turn one of our creatures into a big thing. Or, I don't know. There's a lot of cards we could get that would be useful here, honestly. That was not what I was thinking, but it's not bad either. Because we can turn a food into a 4/4. Unless they counter it, I guess. Sure. Not gonna pay for it. That resolves. Decline. And then I guess we just attack. I mean, if you got more stuff that kills things, then like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Make this unblockable. Okay. Sounds good. I mean, the plus side is there's stuff that generally gets a lot of value. Hasn't gotten much this game. So we at least have that going for us. But we definitely still need some help. Lurking Bat. Gross. Another lifelinker. Alright, hey, that's a good sign for us, actually. They get to scry. I guess we'll just crack the food? This is weird because, like, if we get another Zoetic Glyph, I kind of would want to attack with that. But, yeah, I guess it's not worth it here. Guess we could have, and it would have been of no consequence. Alright. Well, next turn, we know we can at least activate our land, so there's that. Gain a life, make this unblockable. Attack. Could have had 3 more life, though. Alright, opponent's at 3. Oh, Rafine. Gross. So now they're going to possibly gain a bunch of life. Hope those are 3 land. Oh, they were all 3 actual spells, too. How savage. Alright, are we just dead now? With the opponent going to 8 there. Man, that was a terrible, terrible top deck while we drew nothing that whole time. Let me think here. We have to get them to block with the Rafine. Actually, is this enough? Because this turns something into a base 3? So 3 with 1 counter is 4, 5, 6. Nope, not enough. They block the 5. Yeah, the problem is I don't have a way to gain any life here, and I need to gain 2. Yeah, this just isn't going to do it. Because I'm thinking even if I do this, I go to 7, but then they don't have to block anything, so... Yep. Got our extra mana too late. I mean... Make this bigger. Doesn't really change anything. What's funny is, had I cracked that food, though, I would be at 9 and still be alive. I should have just done it, but I gambled on too many cards, which I didn't have to. Yep. It's literally the difference in the game. Alright, GG's opponent. Ah, that sucked. That sucked. Oh, this is interesting. Alright, let's keep it. The thing is, I have to play Merrick's on 2 so I can play the Schooner, because that's the only blue card in my hand. But after that, it's not such a bad hand, assuming we can find any land along the way. Or find a land and find a 1-mana thing, so we could play 2 things on turn 3. Like, there's a lot of ways this could turn out okay. Well, that's not one of them. Okay, well... This hand's gonna turn into poop. It's pretty terrible, but Iron Crag seems like somebody right after our own heart. I'm gonna go Spyglass. Siren into Engine. And then we'll just go here and attack. Don't need that, though. Not holding 2 tough cookies. We need some mana to work with. Depopulate. Sure, you got it. That's cute. Why not? True. Try to crack this thing on the Schooner. Sure, but don't really need that. Alright, attack. You're a lot nicer. You can stay. Like, we like you. Wandering Emperor gonna eat her in a cancel? No, but an Aclazotz. That's savage. Okay. That is a thing. Go ahead and play one of these. We will through here. And these are bigger than the Aclazotz, dude, so keep on keeping on. Can't even really cast that, so that might as well go away. Alright, that's a big pile of damage. Yeah, people are playing some wild decks today. I mean, if you're going to block the 6 damage, right? Alright, end the turn. I mean, if it's a board sweeper, we're just playing tough cookie and attacking with the schooner next turn. Would only be for 4, though. Yeah, alright. I mean, well, I don't even need to discard a tough cookie, actually. Just discard that. Because if we find a land, we could possibly explore and grow the schooner, too. Alright. Yeah, Evolve Sleeper, that ain't quite gonna do it, I don't think. Lord Skitter is also good. That actually buys them more time. That actually makes more sense. But we're attacking with a great many things. Our opponent's at 9, huh? Attacking with Tough Cookie, we would just lose that to here. I mean, they could block here, take 4. Alright. I think I'm attacking with a Tough Cookie anyway. If they have something in their hand that just helps out here, so be it. We're just going for the max. I kind of have to have that. In case they sweep the board here, we could still, like, Spygrass Siren attack with the schooner. Oh, no, I didn't. I forgot I had a Mirrex. Mirrex would have solved that problem. That was stupid. I could have went for something else on top. Well, I don't even have the schooner now, so that's all irrelevant. None of it matters. Yeah, you got it. Looks like we're good to go. Alright, you draw a card. I mean, I guess it could be a sweeper. Maybe. Possibly. Looks like it was not, however. Yeah. I was like, I'm trying to think about what it was going to be. Alright, so this is one of those ones where I'm just going to give you the deck list, and then we're going to talk about the deck a little bit here, because I have some feelings about it. But we've got 4 Spyglass Siren, 4 Teething Wormlet, 4 Ginger Brute, 4 Disruption Protocol, 4 Subterranean Schooner, 2 Surge Engine, 4 Tough Cookie, 2 Nikanzel, 2 Agatha Soul Cauldron, 4 Zoetic Glyphs, 4 Sentinel of the Nameless City, 3 Island, 1 Otawara Beseju, 4 Forest, 3 Dreamroot Cascade, 3 Restless Vinestalk, 4 Yavimaya Coast, 3 Mirrex. Here's kind of the thing here, right? Is this deck good? Yes. Is it really good? I think so. However, the times you lose feel really bad, if that makes sense, right? You're going to win some games just because you're going to come out with turn 1 creature, turn 2 creature, or maybe even turn 2 schooner. You play a creature, you're getting attacked with haste, you're exploring something, next turn you're playing a glyph, attacking for like 10. Those games are going to feel really good. But there's going to be a lot where, like, you get a couple of weird tap lands early, or you can't play your counterspell when it matters, or maybe the opponent got a Caverns, right, and your counterspell doesn't do anything. Or, I don't know, they get a couple of sweepers off, and then they have a couple of planeswalkers, and now you're just playing from behind, right? That's going to happen. So I think the deck still is really good. I personally, when I've played against it, it's been okay. Like, I've won a pretty good amount of games against it, except for kind of what I was just saying, where I got a slow draw and they got, like, I wouldn't say the nut draw, but like close to it, right? So those times I'm like, yeah, I'm supposed to lose those. But if that was any aggro deck, I'd probably lose the majority of those as well. So it's tough. I don't know. I think if you have the cards to build this, it's worth doing because all of the rares are going to be rares that show up in other decks down the road, which is pretty cool. And there's actually a fair amount of commons and uncommons in this list too. So it's not terrible to try to build. And it's the cards that are all individually good and other stuff. So if you want to try it out, I say go for it. I don't think you're going to go wrong crafting any cards to build this. And now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Verdurous Gearhulk. This is one of those cards that is really good, and it's a lot of value on one card in the right builds. But man, it's actually super cheap now. If you've ever thought about playing these for 5 mana, you can have an 8/8, or you can have a 4/4, and 4 other things and have +1/+1s. This is great, and you can do it for the low price of under $1, probably under 50 cents. Some places are probably going to sell it to you for 30 cents. Like, this card is really cheap. It's had several reprints since it was originally printed, and it's not like it shows up in a ton of decks, but there's a ton of commanders that care about +1/+1 counters, artifacts, things that trample, right? This fits into all those builds, so totally worth checking out if it's one you've overlooked. Now, if you're looking for some different type of aggro builds that still have a chance to get you some wins on the ladder, check out this Selesnya list we played where we had a couple of the new cat legends that did a lot of work. So that's all I have for now. We'll see you next time.